at only 11.5 inches tall with an ultra-slim waist, Barbie is considered an icon for women all over the world. Contrary to this, Barbie should not be purchased due to the unknown negative impact. Researched information and my own personal perceptions of Barbie aid my campaign. Barbie is heavily popular among adolescents. So what's the big problem? The problem is not only the Barbie, but it is associated with the Barbie body, in setting unrealistic body standards, which leads to a bad ideal body image, and finally, a dramatic increase in body image issues. Barbie has been around for decades. This can be found in the article, Barbie, American Idol to World Idol, written by Sharma, which she claims Barbie debuted on March 9, 1959. After this debut, she only skyrocketed, and only 40 years after, she proves her popularity in the same article written by Sharma. Approximately 1 billion dolls had been sold worldwide in 4 decades, making her the best-selling fashion doll in the global market. Her annual sales were about 1.5 billion worldwide. Although Barbie is extremely popular, she has her downsides which many individuals may not be aware of, due to the current advertising that is shown.
Welcome to our house.
From this current advertisement, you can see that Barbie is shown as very positive and upbeat and can change the world for many individuals, which is why many do not know about the negative effects that Barbie has. The first being the unrealistic body standards that it sets. The actual size of a Barbie, when blown up to proportion to a real human, is completely unrealistic for any healthy individual to attain. A healthy test subject was used to determine the difference between her and a Barbie body. This is conducted in the article, Distorting Reality for Children, Body Size Proportions of Barbie and Ken Dolls. Brownell et al. From Brownell et al. I paraphrase, they express, to attain Barbie's proportions, she would need to increase 24 inches in height, 5 inches in chest size, and 3.2 inches in neck length, as well as a 6-inch decrease in waist size. Another article titled Study Shows Barbie Doll's Negative Impact on Young Girls and Body Image. McNamara proves just how unreal the Barbie body is. If a real person had the body a Barbie does, she would have to walk on all fours because her height, weight, and proportions are too disproportionate to stand. This proves that it is unreal because if one of us had a Barbie body, we would not be able to walk because of the crazy body standards that it has. We already know that the Barbie body is unrealistic, but it is still ideal due to the perfectness of Barbie shows. This can be found in an article titled Early Adolescents' Experience with and Views of Barbie. They refer to the Barbie, Cuther and McDonald claim, the icon of female beauty and American dream, which proves further evidence to my original consensus. I paraphrase from this article, a study was conducted with 20 adolescents who all view Barbie as the image of perfection, defining physical beauty. They all perceive this doll as perfect, which proves the ideal body image is Barbie. The article concludes that Barbie is viewed perfect by young women, by young children, and is considered ideal for them. They have an increasing large desire to have a Barbie body, which leads to the body image issues. The third negative effect is the increased body image issues that Barbie leads to. The Barbie body has led to increasing issues, particularly in young women. This is explained in an article by McNamara. She claims girls ages 6 to 8 who played with Barbie had increasing complaints about their own body, and later states, the study found that in both groups, the girls who played with the super thin dolls had more dissatisfaction in their bodies than the girls who played with curvier dolls. For my print advertisement, I decided to do the different medical procedures and surgeries needed in order for a healthy individual to attain a Barbie body. As you can see, there are countless surgeries and procedures on this, and this can be very dangerous because countless surgeries can really harm your body, and not only your body, but your mental health. And at the bottom it says, let's ditch these beauty standards because we are ditching Barbies, apparently. Technically, we don't need Barbie. There are many other dolls that children can play with that are more body positive and won't have as much of a negative impact on their physical and mental health, which Barbie has proved to ruin them physically and mentally. Other dolls, such as the Lottie doll, which is that one, the American Girl doll, and the Lamely doll are a lot more body positive dolls for children that children can play with. Next will be my my anti-advertising.
Have you ever felt personally victimized by Barbie's perfect body? If you have, you're not alone. Millions of people around the world have felt this, and it is time to get rid of these unreal, ideal body standards.
Looking at the average Barbie, she has a slim waist, large chest, absolutely zero fat. Her feet relatively small, and her legs are almost microscopic.
She has absolutely zero fat on her body, which isn't realistic. First off, we need to ditch Barbie. Why? You ask why? Because a Barbie body isn't realistic in comparison to a healthy human body. With this, issues in body image increase, making it harder for women to love their bodies. Secondly, the reason we need to ditch Barbie is because there are so many other dolls a child can play with, such as an American Girl. Looking at the average American Girl doll, she's much more realistic rather than a Barbie. Her feet are normal sized, her legs are a lot more easy to achieve and a lot more realistic. Her waist is normal and she is not incredibly thin to the point of physical inability, meaning she's a better body positive example for children. So let's ditch Barbie and replace her with someone more body positive, like this doll. Because nobody, and I mean nobody, should feel negative about their body. Always remember that no matter what, your body is perfect. And you don't need to be like a Barbie.
The Barbie was only slightly harmed to making this video.
From this video, you can see that I touch base on the negative impacts on a Barbie body and just how unrealistic a Barbie body actually is. And I also give an example, which was the American Girl doll in the video, as to a different alternative for children to play with, because the Barbie has proved to be unrealistic and sets bad standards for not only children but young women to achieve. And you may be asking why this impacts you, because many of you probably don't still play with Barbies, I'm just assuming, but for our future children and the future generation and setting different body standards for the generation coming, because there should be no ideal body image, because everybody is different and there shouldn't be an ideal. Don't buy Barbie. The body standards set by Barbie may be considered ideal, but in turn, they are not realistic for any healthy individual to attain. Because of this, an increase in body image issues occurs. The negativity that this doll brings is not needed because there is no perfect body, which is why we should not be buying Barbies. Thank you for listening to my speech.